morning, Rasheed. Thank you for your time. Hope you're doing well. To ask you to evaluate your second season as a starter for Penn State, where do you think you've come in the last 8 weeks, and what are you most proud of in terms of improvement?
I mean, for the season, I would say I think I had a pretty solid season. Like, we had of course, like everybody knows, we had a new offensive coordinator and a new offensive line coach. So, like I kind of had to learn how to do some stuff differently. But at the end of the day, I feel like I put together a strong season, even with all like, the new schemes and techniques that I've had to adjust to. But it's always still work there, like stuff to improve on, of course.
Let's go to Donnie Collins.
Hi, Rasheed. Given all the sacrifices you guys have had to make to get to this point in the season, would you look forward to playing in a bowl game, and what benefits do you think that would be for you for the program?
I mean, as far as that, I'm just thankful for like every opportunity that I have to play football in general. So like, as far as that, like I just say like I'm just focused on today. I'm just excited to go out today and be able to practice today, because I know at one point it was like no one knew if we were going to be able to play this season. So I'm just thankful. Like I'm just thankful to be able to play one game this season. Like, so everything else is just a bonus for me.
Parth Apaye, go ahead, Parth.
Hey, Rasheed, appreciate the time this morning. From your perspective, thank you. From your perspective, what do you think has allowed John Dawson to go from being a third option at receiver for y'all last season to being arguably one of the best receivers in the Big Ten this season?
I mean, really, like people like Jahan Dawson, like the stuff he does in the game is really like it's pretty sick and cool, but like it's really no surprise because like. We've all known like what Jahan Dawson was capable of. That's just the first time you guys have seen him do it. So, Jahan, he works hard. He doesn't really say much. He's just really into his football stuff. So, I guess this was just his year for him to put everything he's been working up to together.
Greg Pickle, Penn Live.
Rasheed, does it feel a little bit strange to think your signing day celebration was now a few years ago? And will you follow the festivities tomorrow, however they happen virtually?
Well, it is actually kind of crazy now that you said something, it's kind of crazy just looking back saying I literally signed. I signed to Penn State 3 years ago, but it's just like time flies like when you're having fun, but as far as tomorrow, I ain't gonna lie, I probably won't be tuned in because, it's finals week, but I'm still happy for all the guys that signed it.
Nate Bauer, BWI.
Rasheed, you touched at the beginning on, taking in new techniques from Coach Trout. I'm just like, how radical of those changes are they? Like, is that a huge adjustment? Like, can you basically explain like what that means?
Well, like for example, like when Coach Trout came, he kind of focused. I feel like before Coach Trout, we were doing more like as offensive line, we were like doing more area blocking and just position blocking, but now like Coach Trout, he's kind of taught us to block more aggressively, and like he like emphasized all like little mechanics, the like small important like mechanics that you need to like have good technique to efficiently move someone from point A to point B. So it's like obviously when he was teaching us that type all those new mechanics that would help us, like you just have to keep on practicing. Like he first got here like around, I want to say February last year. We got to work with him a little bit, but due to COVID, we didn't really get to work that much time with it. So it kind of seemed like throughout the summer and throughout the season, it's just been a whole bunch of learning. And I just feel like week by week, the offensive line has been able to demonstrate that we've been getting better, like as far as our techniques and mechanics. on film. So yeah, I mean, it's like it's I want to say it's really a huge difference, but the little bit of difference is a big difference. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. In technique.
Joe Giuliano, Philadelphia Inquirer.
Morning, Rasheed. Thanks for your time. Obviously, you guys have had to make a lot of sacrifices this year to get a season underway, and you guys have played 8 games, which is pretty phenomenal. I want to know how much have you missed not seeing your family, and if being home for the holidays was put up against you guys getting ready for a bowl game, how would you balance that? What would you rather do?
I mean, like, for me, like, I adjust pretty well. So, I actually left home. I've been, like, I left home I purposely left home around May. I haven't been back home since May. And it's kind of like I've been adjusting, like, just my mind, my body, I've just been adjusting myself so I can, like, learn how to just be on my own. You know what I mean? So, at this point, I'm fine. I'm comfortable where I'm at. Like, I've been in state college all this time. It don't really matter to me. I'm just, like I said, I'm just thankful to be here for real. So, yeah, that's that. And what was the second part of your question?
Obviously, I've heard a lot of guys say they want to play one more game with their brothers if they can. But I was asking about, the conflict with people who want to go home versus those who want to stay and get that one last game in. And obviously, you're okay with just playing the bowl game and not really worried about going home.
Yeah, I'm with whatever my brothers are with. Like, if we gonna play, I'm playing. Like, that's just my mindset on that.
Great, thank you.
Let's go to Donnie Collins, Scranton.
Rasheed, you guys are such creatures of habit in a way that you end one game and then you get prepared for the next. But you had that one day kind of where you didn't really know who your next opponent was and you knew you had a game. What was the early part of Sunday like, and what has preparation been like for Illinois this week?
It's kind of really been the same. Like the way everything is scheduled kind of was like on time. Like after the game, we didn't know for sure who we were playing, but regardless, like that whole week, it was Michigan State anyway. Like we weren't even thinking about the following week. So Sunday morning, they had film up on Sunday morning as soon as I woke up. So it was kind of like normal. Like, you know what I mean? We all I woke up probably like around 9 o'clock Sunday morning, and in Illinois' film was up. So yeah, team meeting went the normal way. So it was kind of all the same.
Tyler Donahue, Lions 247.
Rasheed, watching Caden Wallace take over at right tackle as the redshirt freshman, like you did last year on the left side, was there some similarities you saw in that kind of transition and stepping up as a second-year player? And what do you think about Caden Wallace after spending a couple years with him on campus now?
First of all, Caden Wallace is a great guy, a great teammate, and like with him, his situation was kind of different. Like he ended up starting, I would say mid-season, while I was like, I was already like preseason. I was already like in the starting 5. But with Caden, like when it came to our attention that he was going to be the starting right tackle, it was like no one really panicked or nothing like that because just the way he prepares, he's been preparing himself since we've got back on campus. Like he's just really just been in his playbook, just focusing on all the little details to be technically sound. So like, when we're watching film, like if he does something or if he has a question about like why we're doing this on this type of play, or would it help if he did something like that? Like for example, like it's like I have a lot of times I had those. I reflect and I say I had those same types of questions last year when I had first started to play. So it's like I kind of like enjoy, helping him and giving him little tips that help me succeed. When I was playing early last year. So I mean, yeah, like I was real excited for him, and I feel like he's just been handling it very well.
Go to Nubias Wilborn, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette.
Yo, Rasheed, thanks for the time, brother.
No problem, man.
No respect. What is it like when you see a play like that from Parker, where he just goes in the end zone, shakes a couple guys? What does it tell you about who he is and how excited to get you guys going?
Parker, he's another special guy. Like, I would say, like, well, honestly, when we first got back in the summertime, when we first got back for camp in the summertime, like, I didn't even know who Parker was. I just seen this new guy just doing all this crazy stuff in practice. I really didn't know who he was, but like I said, like, I mean, y'all asked me about John Dawson earlier. Like, everything you guys see in the game, like, we see it every day in practice. So that dude, he's just a monster. But when I watch him catch the ball and shake a few guys, it's just real entertaining to me because, one, I know we're getting close to the end zone, and that means we're closer to getting off the field, getting a break, getting some water. So that's how I look at it. I just love seeing them do what they do.
Let's go to Mark Wogenrich, SI.com.
Hey, Rasheed, with the freshmen who are going to be signing this week, what advice would you have for them about what they'll face at Penn State, not just normally as football players, but also dealing with the pandemic as well?
Really, I would just, for all the incoming freshmen, like, the main thing that I would really hop on with them is just to be consistent, to be a sponge, and prioritize and just have good time management. Because the transition from high school, when I had my transition from high school to college, it was obviously different because we didn't have COVID, but it was that time management piece and prioritizing was really important. That was just a big element of being successful and staying on the right track. So with this COVID stuff, it's just going to take a little bit more focus and just perseverance to really be successful and do what you got to do to get on the field faster. So I mean, yeah, that's really what I would say. Just make sure y'all come in focused and ready to work and be able to manage time. And when I say that, I mean just make sure you're not late for stuff. Make sure you're making time for your homework and just stuff like that.
Arthur Paye, Center Daily Times.
Rasheed, I feel like, whether it's, you said it earlier, and everybody else I've talked to also has said that, obviously Jahan's such a quiet dude, right? With this season having to lead two young guys, two freshmen in Parker and Keandre, has he had to break out of that shell a little bit, and how have you seen him do that?
With Jahan, well, yeah, I have noticed he has broken out his shell sometimes, but it's everyone knows John Dawson's kind of he stays to himself type guy. Everybody knows he's a cool dude. He stays to himself, but when he talks, people gonna listen because it's when Jahan says something, you know what's up. Jahan don't really be talking like that, but when he talk, he gonna say something that matters. So like I said, I just really enjoy just watching Jahan play and grow as a player in the present because I've known him for about 3 years now. So yeah, that's what I say about that. He's just a good leader and a good player on the team.
Joe Giuliano, Philadelphia Inquirer.
Rasheed, I'd like to ask you to put yourself picture yourself as an Illinois football player. You're coming east in the middle of a pandemic with a losing record. You just lost your head coach. You got fired Sunday. What would be your source of motivation to get ready for a game with those type of circumstances?
I was an Illinois football player?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really couldn't imagine being an Illinois football player. But
those types of conditions. You're losing. You have a losing record. You got to fly halfway across.
Personally, I'll just still come in and just give it my all. Just go out strong. Just try to go out strong. that'd just be my whole mindset. Like, you just go out strong, try to get some good film on tape. You know, just try to help my team as much as I can to get that last dub. That'd be my whole mindset.
We got time for one more question. Let's go to Tyler Donahue, Lions 247.
Rasheed, another guy you've known for a while now is Juice Scruggs. We've had a chance to see him on the field quite a bit over these last 2 weeks. What's impressed you most about his bounce back, and what do you think about his ability to make a major impact for Penn State's offensive line in the years ahead?
With Juice, like, he's actually my roommate, but, like, yeah, Juice has probably faced, like, more adversity than anyone on the team, and just being around him every day, it's just like he's just so determined. He was just so like, when he was hurt, he was just so determined to come back stronger, and it's just like just watching and observing him, like, he literally didn't miss a beat. Like, he was at every type of treatment, every type of like pump, every opportunity we had for a lift, he was there, always trying to get extra work, doing every type of treatment, every other treatment, and it's just like, he's also one of the strongest linemen that we have. Up to date, he's one of the strongest linemen that we have. So it's just like, with Juice, it's just only time will tell. Like, I feel like he's got some opportunities to play, and he's done very well. So it's just like, as he just develops and gets back that time he lost, he's going to be like a very, very good football player, and is going to be able to positively impact our football team a lot.